Hi guys, okay, welcome back. So at this point, hopefully everybody's quite comfortable with inputting your data from your data collection spreadsheets into Excel and calculating proportions. Now what I want to do now is just add to this data set that we've already started to collate. Okay, so here what we've essentially got is one sample. Alright, so remember what I was saying in the lecture about samples, okay? We need to have as many samples as we can possibly get in order to be able to make inferences from our data and test our hypotheses. Okay, so yeah, we can treat this one day here, 22nd of the second, okay, and this time frame of data collection, which was half an hour, as one sample. Okay. Now we can add another element into this as well. All right. Let's say we were interested to study the effects of time of day on behavior. Okay, we can add another variable in to do that. Okay, so let's add that in here. Okay, so time of day. Double click up here. That'll open up that column. Okay, and this was 10:30 in the morning, so we can call this time of day AM. All right. So now essentially what we've got here is one sample for our AM data. All right. And lots of you who have done a pilot study probably only have 1 or maybe 2 days of data. If you've got another day of data, you can input that in here now. If you've not got another day of data, then we can just make some data up just to kind of get a grasp on the concept. Okay. So let's say we were interested in looking at behaviors and how behaviors change as a result of time of day. Okay, so it might simply be that we went back on this same day on the 22nd, all right, and we looked at behavior in the PM, all right, and we used exactly the same amount of time, all right, so we did a half an hour data collection using a scan sampling method. All right, so I can actually just copy these cells here and paste them down here for now. Right, so what I'm going to do is just basically make some data up just to show you how to add more samples to your data set. All right, and let's just say that we collected the afternoon data at 2:30. All right, and it was for half an hour again. All right, so I can copy that and paste that into all of those cells. Of course, we use the same data collection spreadsheet, so I can copy all of those behaviors across as well. Okay, and now obviously we need to put some counts in here. All right, so again, I can just kind of make some up really. All right, so let's put some numbers in here. They might be slightly different to what we observed before. That is possible. Okay. It might be that some of our individuals were out of sight when we were doing our scans, in which case we might have slightly fewer data collection samples collected in total. All right. Yeah. Okay. So now we've made up a load of data here, so we've made up some more raw data. Okay. Again, I'm going to do sum function in order to get the total number of observations made. Okay, and once again, I need to lock the rows so that when I drag that formula down, it keeps that formula for those rows for all of them. Okay, and then again, we've already got a formula selected here for the proportions. So again, I can literally just take that and drag that down as well. Okay. And then because this is a PM sample, I then have PM in here. So I can copy that cell and I can paste that into all the rows as well. All right. So now technically what I have is I have one sample for AM data and I have one sample for PM data. All right. Now, once we've now started to collate a database full of different samples, we can then start to work with it. Okay, and this is the where I was what I was alluding to earlier in saying that it's important to set our data out like this so we can filter through stuff and pull stuff out that we're actually interested in analyzing later. All right, and I'm just going to do that very quickly in the next video.